radio. And let me tell you something, no matter if you know what you're talking about, when it's all said and done, we're going to get funky like a monkey. Pay attention to TrashTalkingRadio.com every Tuesday night. If you don't, this is Axe Demolition. We'll come to your house and kick your stinking door down.
Hey, this is the Queen of Extreme Francine, and when I'm lonely, I listen to Mike Trash from 7 to 10 p.m. on Trash Talking Radio.
This is Tracy Smothers, completely in cash, no character. This is me. And if you don't come to see Sellout Psycho Smasher Smokey Smothers, Tracy Smothers, if everybody dies, everybody dies. Ultra Mega Mass Homicide.
Whoa, hey, this is the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, the world's greatest wrestling manager, if I just say so myself. Hey, you gotta check out Trash Talking Radio. Even TrashTalkingRadio.com. Hey, man, it's awesome. It's great. You'll hear all your favorite superstars. And just remember, never trust a midget, baby.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, live now.
This is Trash Talking Radio. Don't miss the interview with Ken Shamrock. Me, of course, the world's most dangerous man. I'll see you soon.
Hey, this is Spike Dudley. I don't even know what my name is. This is Brother Ron, or the guy that used to be Spike Dudley, that I don't know what my name is. You could call me Matt Hyphen. I don't know. This is Trash Talking Radio. Every Tuesday, TrashTalkingRadio.com. Get extreme.
This is TrashTalkingRadio.com. This is Trash Talking Radio with the one and only Mike Trash. That's right, here I am, in the flesh. If anyone wondered what I look like, fear not, I am here, along with my faithful sidekick.
Now I'm faithful.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
Also, I mean, I haven't seen you on any other shows.
Now that's loyal.
Faithful, too.
Okay.
Faithfully. So
That was a song by Journey.
Somebody, yeah. But anyway, welcome to the show. We are here. I am Mike Trash. I am the host with the most. Most what? I'll never tell. Anyway.
I know.
The host with most of the posts. And we are the original Trash Talking Radio show. There are imitations out there, I can guarantee you that, but there is only one of us. So
I'm glad, because any more of you and I'd really be in trouble.
You know, any more of me and I would be in trouble too. Let me make sure the stream is indeed running, and here is the stream. Hey, there it is. Yep.
Oh no, that's another you.
Yeah, that's another me. So it looks like that's working.
You and I'd really be in trouble.
See? You're bad-mouthing me already.
No, that's my other twin.
Show just got started, and I have you bad-mouthing me. Holy cow. Let me check to see if we're on Twitter like we should be. Whoops, that's not the Twitter. The Twitter is this one. And I'm checking to see, make sure. Because last week, we had a
snafu.
Yeah, well, it wasn't our snafu.
Yeah, that too.
It was the snafu by, let me see. Yep, that looks like you, and that looks like me. Yeah, but is that last?
Is that
4
three
minutes.
of us?
That's it. That's us. Okay, that's us. So yeah, last week we had a snafu because we had a problem with YouTube going down, and when they went down, they took out Twitter from my feed as well. So as far as I can see, everything is working and the way it's supposed to be working. So hopefully it won't go down again. I'm looking over. It's funny because I was looking over at the screen and I was like, why is that not running? Because I had it running when we started, and that was the reason it wasn't running, because good old YouTube, which has been a pain in my butt as it is, continues to be a pain in my butt.
Maybe they just decided, instead of censoring you like that, they were just going to shut everybody down.
Well, they did that. Well, the real story behind it is they had a problem with Russia.
Oh.
Russia brought them down. So it was not intended by any extent. It was, well, let me see if I can find something on that. But YouTube blackout, I'll put that, see if that tells us. It should tell us something. Blackout
Nope.
YouTube.
No.
Hold on there. Hold on. I was hoping it would say. Do even okay? YouTube. Maybe this is it. Let's see what this is.
That almost sounds like a
It
rock
was a
band.
song. It was a song by the Scorpions.
Ah.
Blackout. It was a great song, and actually, I think it was redone by Chris Jericho.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, but it's very rare when YouTube goes down. So, it truly.
Maybe put the word down in last week's date.
Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Goes down. Let's try that. See if it says. Because this was a story. Let's see. This is a story when YouTube goes down for an hour. Publishers' traffic increased. YouTube is back after. Here it is. 6 days ago, which coincidentally
Was another show.
it was another show. So if you didn't know that, this is a situation. So last week, YouTube is back after crashing for users around the world. It went down for more than an hour on Tuesday, October 16th. A rare outage for the Google-owned company. Video streaming site, which has nearly 2 billion monthly users, began suffering issues globally around 9. Guess what? We were on the air around 9. During this time, the website and apps weren't accessible. On the desktop, for example, the site showed parts of the home page, together with a string of incomprehensible text and a statement saying the engineers are dealing with the issue. By clicking through to a YouTube video from a working website, users were met with a message that read, "An error occurred. Please try later." And anyway, it found out, let's see if it says it here. Here, the company has since issued a statement saying YouTube is back. We can confirm it's working normally. Now, from what I understand, well, let's see if they say why. The problem came just hours after Twitter started sending out nonsensical notifications to many of its users, and this is all
Nonsense.
intertwined. Well, it's intertwined. It all has a lot to do. It doesn't really tell you. Oh, that's
No,
weird.
they're keeping it quiet.
Well, I heard that what it was there was an attempt to keep YouTube out of this one country.
Oh.
I think it was Russia, but it might not have been Russia. And when they went to block YouTube from that one country, they took out YouTube from the world.
Oops.
It only although it didn't go out in all the world, it apparently went out in a lot of the world. And so that's why we don't have a show on YouTube from last week or Twitter from last week. And who's the savior? Sadly, Facebook.
It's not sadly. I mean, it's good.
Yeah, I've had my problems with Facebook too. So, I mean, I'm still angry at them for shutting down the original Trash Talking Radio site. So, because
They're jealous.
all my videos and pictures and
see,
stuff are on that site,
they're
and I
jealous.
can't touch it.
They're jealous because you were doing something that they didn't think of, and, they can't have you getting ahead of them.
It just irritates me because they still have all of my web pages, and not my web pages, but all my pictures that I lost on my crash. They have copies of all my videos. They have copies of. Just sucks because I can't get to them because I'd be downloading them if I could. But
Have you tried writing them a real sappy email?
try to write to them. You can't find anybody.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously, you can't. You can't find anybody to write. So, hey, Susan, haven't talked to you for a while, and but it irritates me because I can't communicate with them. They don't have a phone number listed. They don't have an email. The help sites are all automated, so you're stuck with their stock answers. And the stock answer to my page is missing is go through these things and we'll help you get it back. Those things don't work for what I went through. They wanted me to prove who I was and stuff like that. And I sent them information proving who I was. That didn't matter. So they screwed me over.
Well, I heard, too, that they were shutting down pages of, like, couples. If you have, like, let's say we had a page together, that they would shut that down because it's two of us.
Well, they were shutting pages down because I was using it as a business site for Trash Talking Radio. They wanted me to make a business page for Trash Talking Radio, and they wanted me to be the page. And then they wanted me to prove who I was. And I sent them an invoice showing who I am and showing that I have Trash Talking Radio as mine, because I showed them an invoice from the provider of my website.
Okay.
And then it says we will look at your materials and get back to you shortly. That was 2014.
I guess shortly hasn't gotten here yet.
Yeah, I don't know what shortly is. I'd like to ask them to tell me what shortly is, but anyway. All right, so we'll start with the. You're making noise. What do you want? You're making all kinds of noise over there.
I know. I have to readjust this chair.
What you got to do is you have to move. There you go, because your cord was rubbing against your microphone. All right. We all know how painful that can be.
Yes.
Anyway, I can't find a spot where I can send this link for people to read why YouTube went down.
What about the top?
There's none. There's none there.
So go to your bar and copy and
hold on. What's
paste.
This? Oh, no, that's different. Nah, it's not that important. I just figured if people wanted to see for themselves, they could see, but they'll have to take my word for it. Anyway, okay, we'll go on to the movies as soon as I figure out where my notes are. I hid them somewhere underneath another page. And let me see if I can find them. There it is. All right. Gotta love it. Anyway. All right. I am planning on taking some Uncle Sam Band songs and using them to play between different segments.
Just watch you don't get censored.
I can't be censored. It's my music.
Well, that's what you say. Can you prove you're the owner of the Uncle Sam Band?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Adult pacifier decorated, recently listed for sale in Dauphin County.
Huh?
You want an adult pacifier, you can get one. Is that what I said? Adult pacifier? No.
I don't know. I can't see it.
Don't worry. Just trust everything I say as being what it is.
Oh, that's scary.
All right. First things first. Let's get to the movies. We have 2 movies to watch this week, and they're both kind of war movies, but they're not really war movies. They're military-themed movies. How about that?
Okay.
And they both look interesting to me, but the one the critics do not seem to have high hopes for.
Well, the question really comes down to is, will our cards work?
No.
Figures.
Well, maybe, because the one doesn't tell you how many theaters. It just says wide. And that tells me that they don't have much hope for it. Plus, if you do the video, what is it? The movie league.
Yeah. Fantasy movie league.
Yeah, that doesn't ask you for a high number if you choose that one. So it must mean it's pretty bad or not being promoted very well.
Oops.
Now, these 2 movies look interesting. They both look interesting to me. But they aren't like a Halloween. Halloween, I thought, was one of the better movies out there because Jamie Lee Curtis is in it.
Did you see it?
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
You are not a horror movie person. No, you are not a horror movie person.
Hey, I've watched movies like that, and as long as it's daylight when I come out, I'm fine.
Well, one thing I liked about the movie was this. The movie, I thought I was going to dislike the movie because of this, but it turns out that it made the movie better. Danny McBride co-wrote the movie, and he's a comedian mostly. Most of the stuff that he writes is pretty, lame, but it's stuff I like. I mean, it's really funny. It's comical, but I didn't know what to expect with this movie. And I never saw any of the other Halloweens. This is the first Halloween I ever saw. It was really good. It was really actually very, very good. So now I got to watch the other movies because I think that, although I think that I probably wouldn't like the other movies because they were in the 80s. So the 80s movies were quite a bit different, written differently. But this movie was funny, and it was funny because one of the people was complaining. The millennials were complaining, why is this guy even in jail? Why are we supposed to be afraid of him? He only killed 6 people. Saying that, people that kill people today, 6 is no number. I mean, really. So
there is if there's 7 people in the room.
Yeah, there is. That's true. But it was really a lot better than I thought it would be. And I'm not a horror movie person. I like an occasional horror movie if it's done right. If it's just not a slash 'em up movie, if it actually has a story. And this had a story. So I really liked the movie. So anyway. By the way, do you remember the TV show? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I can't think of the guys. I can't. Murdoch was one of them.
A-Team?
No. It was they were cops, and one was a black cop, and one was a white cop. Mel Gibson was the cop, the white cop, of course, and they got a TV show now, which stars Damon Wayans, and I can't think of the name of it.
Was it The Wild Bunch?
No, not Wild Bunch. It was Lethal Weapon. Thank you, Doc Diamond. Lethal Weapon. So, Lethal Weapon, they killed off the one guy last year.
Okay.
And they got the new guy. Now, this is the funny part. The thing that's hidden, the little Easter egg that makes this funny. So, the person that's replacing him is Sean Patrick Scott, I think is his name. But he was Stifler. Okay? Now wait.
Okay.
Do you remember that Stifler was in a movie with The Rock where he played just a jerk. He played a real jerk. Anyway, in that movie, what? Is that not who it is? Am I wrong?
I think so.
Uh-oh. That's him. Isn't it? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anybody. Anyway, so he played a part with The Rock in another movie, and so he's playing this crazy cop in Lethal Weapon. Okay?
See, when you say Stifler, I can only think of one character, and it's not...
Him. That's him.
This was a kid.
He was a kid in the 80s.
Are we talking about
American Pop?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
He's adult. He's an adult now. He grew up. 20 years later, he is 20 years older now.
Okay.
Okay.
My mind's still seeing him as a kid.
Well, anyway, Stifler is now a crazy cop. He's the crazy cop in Lethal Weapon because they killed off the other crazy cop in Lethal Weapon. Anyway, here's the funny part. So he's watching this kid, his son, and he is given a movie to watch, and it's a movie with The Rock in it. And it's a movie he was with The Rock in that movie. It was just kind of funny. You had to, you piece all the pieces together, and it actually was funny. So, anyway, I guess you had to see it. But it was pretty good. Anyway, the movies. Hunter Killer is the first movie. And let me bring up my... Oh, I did do it. Didn't I do it? Checking to see if I did it the right way. Let's see. Where do I have to do it this way? I'll do it this way.
Ooh.
Oh, it says not found. Uh-oh. That's not good. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? All right. We'll do... I have it here. We should have it. There it is. Okay. Uh-oh. Why don't I have sound?
Because you have it muted?
I don't know. Do I?
Probably.
No. I don't have it muted.
What's the little red thing over in the corner?
A button. Oh, yeah, I do have it muted. Hold on.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well, you're wrong with your red thing in the corner.
No, this was over here.
No. This is the... Now it'll work. Okay.
Battle stations.
Oh, I guess I gotta do this, too.
It would be nice.
Well, if I could figure out what I'm doing.